I don't speak specifically. I don't speak surely, with a surety. Is that small enough, or do you want me to go?
Fine, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not being clever by saying this.
No.
It makes it easy.
No.
Yeah.
You think you're being clever. That's the difference. You're not being clever, I agree. You think you're being clever, asking this kind of conundrum question. That's
because it doesn't make no sense.
Why not?
Because it's just like you're like planning out through your children that you haven't got.
So this doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense that he's self-sufficient because he hasn't got his creation there. How can he be self-sufficient? How is he only relying upon himself? He must rely upon his creation for that mercy to make sense.
Why? Assume his attributes would have existed as necessitated. So, for example, if he had to show mercy, then of course you would call him the merciful.
Yeah, so that existed before his creation.
Say it again.
So that attribute, God was He, well, Allah.
Okay, let's understand one thing. Let's clarify something here. We know of Allah what is disclosed about Himself. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. I don't make things up about God. I can only disclose what God says about Himself.
Okay.
God hasn't mentioned with regards to His attributes when they existed, how they existed, when they began to exist. Okay. So for me to start making definitive statements with regards to that would be foolish.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is now the problem I've got with that is he's got one attribute which is all merciful. Then he's got another one which is self-sufficient. I forgot the correct way to pronounce that. He can't be self-sufficient when he's relying on us to be merciful.
Okay. Does he need to be merciful?
Do you need to be? Well, it's his name, isn't it?
No. Does he need to be merciful?
That would be for you, Tant. I'm not a Muslim.
Well, you know, but no. You the one who made the claim.
Yeah, I'm thinking about your God.
No, you made the claim. You said
your Quran makes that claim.
No, you made the claim.
Yeah, but your Quran makes that claim.
Where does the Quran say that Allah needs to be merciful?
I don't know where it says it.
Well, you just made that claim. No, what you just said.
I can do a quick Google.
Yeah, please do. Here's what your claim is. You said Allah cannot be self-sufficient if He needs to be called merciful by somebody. That's what you said, yeah? So show me where that says that in the Quran.
Just keep in mind all the time, Jesus do love you.
Say it again, sorry?
Jesus do love you.
According to you?
According to fact.
You got fact?
Fact.
What's your fact? The Bible.
There you go. 5 million. Honestly.
Wait, is that the Quran?
There's his names, yeah? You'd agree that was one of Allah's names there? The self-sufficient number. How do we pronounce that in Arabic? Would you know how to say that?
Which one?
Al-Izi.
Al-Aziz.
Yeah, Al-Aziz.
The Almighty.
Yeah? Also the self-sufficient, yeah?
What does that mean?
Right, so he's self-sufficient.
What does that mean? He doesn't require anything,
does it?
Alhamdulillah.
Completely relies on absolutely nothing.
Right.
Then we've got at the top there, how do I pronounce that in Arabic?
Ar-Rahman.
Ar-Rahman means the all merciful.
Right.
For him to be merciful. What?
You've done the quiz on your own.
No.
There.
Yeah. The all merciful.
That's what the mic's about.
The all merciful.
Not my mic. It reverberates.
On YouTube, we can see you winning and him losing.
No. Listen. I've said this. Listen. Understand one thing. Yeah. Whenever I come to this park, I say the same thing. I never lose. Yeah. Win or learn.
Win or learn.
If I learn something today, alhamdulillah.
That's good.
If I win today, alhamdulillah. But I can never lose because I'm not here to win.
That's good.
I'll lose.
Right. So
we're here to establish the truth.
Right.
And if I need to learn something to continue the truth, alhamdulillah, not an issue.
Here we go. Right. The all merciful, yeah? Now he's relying on his creation, so now he's not...
Was he called the all merciful before?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's had to
rely... No. What did I say to you? Remember what I said to you?
We're going to carry on, refresh my memory.
Okay. I said to you is this. I can only disclose about Allah what He's disclosed about Himself.
Yeah. Okay. So would you agree that is in the Quran, that He's all merciful?
Yeah, of course. So, these 99 attributes...
You would also agree that self-sufficient is in there as well?
Yes.
But he's relying on his creation...
No. This is where you're messing up. This is where you're throwing... I'll tell you what. Okay. Teach you. Okay.
Yeah, teach me.
Okay.
Same.
What you're doing... No. Okay. You do the learning, I do the teaching.
Yeah. I'm not very good with words.
No, I know, I understand. But you've learned that now. So when you don't say to anybody, learn me, because you learn. Teach me. Okay? At least that's one thing you've learned today. What's your name anyway? David, I'm Darren. Very nice to meet you. All right. So what I said to you is this. I don't speak about Allah anything that He hasn't disclosed about Himself.
Okay.
All right. Does Allah speak about Himself before the creation of man? No. Okay.
I did ask you before.
You asked me what?
I asked you, did these names pre-exist?
I said I would assume so. Right?
Is that now not standard?
I'll say it again to you. What did I say to you? Right.
So he wouldn't have been merciful before his creation came, would he?
Okay, I'll say it again to you. You listen?
Yeah.
Allah has not disclosed about himself anything, before creation. So we can say that those 9 attributes may only apply to, because now as human beings are here. We could say that.
Okay.
Those 99 attributes may only apply to us.
So he picked other attributes up as time went on?
No, these 99 attributes are the 99 attributes that man possesses as well. Although we don't possess it in the full capacity.
I'm not speaking about man, I'm speaking about...
No, but I am.
About Allah.
I am.
Okay.
I'm saying to you is this.
So
I'm going to say it for the third time now. You listening?
No, I heard
David,
what you said.
what did I say? What did I say?
You missed what I'm saying.
What did I say?
What I'm saying to you is he picking up
What did I say?
as time
What did I
goes
say?
along?
What did I say?
You said you're not going to talk about anything that he doesn't disclose about himself.
No, I didn't say that. I said to you, no, I didn't.
I thought you said that. Carry on.
That was the original. Then what did I say to you? No, I said to you, those 99 attributes may only apply to man, because men.
So they don't apply to Allah.
Since man's existence.
Since man's existence.
Yes.
So now I'm correcting what I'm saying. He picks up attributes as he goes along.
No, those attributes could have been from the first man was created.
But now you're making no sense.
Why no sense?
Because, right, they either existed before his creation or they picked them up as time went along.
Right.
Either one or the other. It can't have been both, can it?
Why?
How can they exist before his creation?
Okay.
Then he start them at work.
No.
I'll
say it again. I'm going to say it for the 5th time, man. All right. I do not speak definitively on pre-creation of man. All right, I don't. And I don't
use little words. I'm not very clever.
All right.
All these
I don't speak specifically. I don't speak surely with a surety. Is that small enough, or do you want me to go?
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not being clever by saying this.
No.
It makes it easy.
No.
Yeah.
You think you're being clever. That's the difference. You're not being clever, I agree. You think you're being clever, asking this kind of conundrum question. That's the thing, right?
No, what I mean is, when I'm saying to you, I'm not being clever by saying to you, use little words. I'm not trying to be
of course
sarcastic to you.
No, of course you're not.
I understand what you're saying.
Obviously so.
Yeah.
Obviously so.
I did say, yeah.
I was talking about the whole paradigm of the question.
I just think I'm struggling to get an answer, but maybe I'm not understanding your answer.
All right, let me try and think in the lowest terms.
As you can, please.
Okay. I don't know about anything Allah before creation of man.
Okay.
Right. The question you asked me, did the attributes apply before the creation of man? I don't know. Could he possess the ability to show mercy before?
But we've cleared it up now that all merciful cannot have existed before the creation of man, can it?
All right. And then you're behaving as if that needs to exist.
No, I'm not. But I just want to clear that one up. It did not exist, did it? Before the creation
what
of
did
man.
I say to you? I said he could have the capacity to be all merciful. Yes, of course. For example, before I had children, I had the capacity to be merciful to my children, isn't it?
You didn't have no children, that's what you.
But I had the capacity to show mercy to them.
But you never had no children.
But I had the capacity to show mercy.
It was impossible for you.
Did I have the capacity to?
It would have been impossible for you.
Did I have the capacity to?
You would have been impossible.
Did I have the ability to?
You're just going to keep talking over me.
Are you going to answer my question?
Right. Yeah. I'm going to have a good go.
Before I had children, did I have the ability to show mercy to my children?
No, because they didn't exist.
I didn't have the ability.
No, because they wasn't there.
So
you can only be merciful to your children when your children's there. Oh, you've got your child there. Oh,
really?
I'm merciful to you now. How can you be merciful to?
So I don't have the ability to be merciful without children.
No, I didn't say that.
You did.
I didn't. I said you don't have the ability to be merciful to your children.
Why not?
If you don't have children.
Why not?
Because you don't.
Do you understand what I mean when I say ability to be merciful?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
What do I mean?
But you don't have
what do I mean?
There, so
what do I mean?
What I'm saying is, it's
no. What does it mean? What you said? You don't know.
Is it possible?
Is it possible to? So is it right? No, it's not that. It's
impossible for you to be merciful.
No. Do I have the capacity to do it?
But does John have children? So it's a pointless question, isn't it?
No, of course it isn't. Because once I have children, then I can effect that ability, isn't it?
Right.
So whilst I don't have children, I don't use that ability because I don't have children to use it on, do I?
You still have the ability.
Yeah. Do you understand that?
I understand what you're saying.
Right. So before I have children, I have the ability to be merciful to children. Yet I don't have.
To children or to your children?
To my children.
To your.
Yeah, I have the ability.
You don't have your children. So
but I have the ability.
Pointless task.
No. Of course it isn't.
It is very pointless. But carry on anyway.
Okay. I have the ability to be merciful to my children before I have children. Okay. Once I have children, I then effect that ability. You understand?
So you're going to imagine you've got children, then go on.
No. I'm saying.
I think it's a very weak argument, but yeah.
Do you have children?
Well, I've got one on the way, yeah.
Right. I've got daughters, right?
Good, yeah.
And before my daughters were born, I knew that I think I'd make a good father. Yeah? And I'd have the ability to love them, merciful to them, or whatever it is. Yeah? Be just. Yeah? I didn't have to have the children to prove it to me.
You're not a good father until you've got your children, are you?
Sorry? You can't prove you're a good father. Yeah,
point.
Right, you can believe you'd be a good father.
You can believe it, you can think it.
No, you can believe it.
you can believe it, you can think it, you can plan what you're going to do.
Right.
Nevertheless, you're not a good father until your child's then. You be a good.
No,
father.
but you can believe you'll be a good father.
You can believe you're going to be a good father. So
Yeah.
what's that got to do with this?
What's that got to do with what I just said to you about having the ability to be merciful?
I don't know. Not a clue.
All right, because what I said to you is this. Before I had children, I had the ability to be merciful to my children. Once I had children, then I affected that ability.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm saying to you, the creator of the heavens and earth had the ability to be merciful before the creation was there. And once the creation is there, then he could use that mercy.
Right. Well, I don't accept that, but let's just say if I did. Let's just say if I did, for argument's sake, say I did. But I think it's very, very weak what you're saying.
Why is it weak?
Then it's...
No, why is it weak?
I'm going to explain to you now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to explain to you now. But he then isn't self-sufficient.
Why is it weak?
Are you going to leave me answer? Or are you going to keep cutting me off and saying, why is it weak? Why is it weak? Why is it weak?
No, because you're going to make a logical fallacy, but go on.
I'll tell you why it's weak, because it doesn't make no sense.
Why not?
Because it's just like you're planning out through your children that you haven't got.
So this doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense that he's self-sufficient because he hasn't got his creation there. How can he be self-sufficient? How is he only relying upon himself? He must rely upon his creation for that mercy to make sense.
Why?
Right. You are? He's self-sufficient. You agree he's self-sufficient, but he's relying on his creation to be all merciful.
That's an assumption.
Eh?
That's an assumption.
No, because no. Have you heard what he just said?
Was it?
Sufficient. Therefore, he doesn't need us.
But is he all merciful? Is he all merciful? Who's he merciful to before his creation?
He's merciful. He's all merciful.
To who? To who?
No, you don't need them. Because he's self-sufficient.
Who is he merciful to?
He's self-sufficient.
Who is he merciful to?
Whoever he wants.
See, this is your problem. No, this is your problem. This is your problem.
Yeah, but there's nobody there. He didn't.
But this is your problem.
Whoever he creates later on. So then he picks up attributes as he goes along.
This is the problem you
Can I
have.
answer it then?
Wait, he's simple. He's self-sufficient.
Are you?
Okay, this is a problem you have. I don't know why you're marrying the self-sufficiency with mercy. I don't get it.
Because he needs his creation.
Does he need to be merciful? Before he does he need?
I don't know if he needs to be merciful. It's your God.
Does he need
It's not my God we're talking about.
There's only one. How many gods do you believe there are?
Right, carry on anyways. Besides the point.
Well, there's only one God. You do know that, don't you?
I know there's only one God. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
At least we got that.
Yeah, I do know there's only
So
one.
it is the same God. It's just your understanding of that
Completely
God.
different God. But anyways,
No, it's the same God. Okay.
Sorry.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is this. Your claim is this, that he needs to be merciful before creation exists.
If not, he's not self-sufficient. He's relying upon his creation.
Why does he need to be merciful? Why does he need to be merciful?
He doesn't need to be merciful.
He doesn't need to be.
You need to answer that.
Does it need? No.
You need because it's in your Quran.
No.
It's in your Quran.
Where does it say in the Quran he was merciful before creation?
Before, what was it?
No.
Yeah?
You're not even listening.
Do you want me to show you?
You're not even listening. See, now you've gone into robot mode. David, concentrate. David.
Can you read what that one says, please? Just so people, just for the benefit of the cameras.
It's English, mate. It's not even Arabic.
Aziz, yeah? That's the one. Yeah?
Yeah, the powerful.
Yeah? What does that one say? Where it's merciful?
Ar-Rahman.
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 That's what I'm saying. So that's why he needs to be merciful, because your Quran says he's merciful.
Right. What I'm saying is this, where does it say he needs to be merciful?
Does it say in your Quran?
No, you're acting like he needs to be merciful before creation exists. Where'd you get that from?
Because if not, he is not self-sufficient. He needs to, his creation to be merciful.
No, why does he need to be merciful?
I don't know, you answer that question, this is your God.
No, but you're making that claim.
You tell me, I'm going to ask you that question.
But David, you're making that claim.
I'm not making that claim.
You're making that claim.
Your Quran is making that claim.
No. No. All you're doing, the Quran is saying...
Your Quran does not claim that he's all merciful. Because if he doesn't, I'm very sorry and I've wasted your time.
What?
Does your Quran not claim that Allah is all merciful?
My Quran, I'll tell you exactly.
Because if it does, I'm sorry I've wasted your time for a long time now.
Right, the Quran calls Allah all merciful, yes? To whom?
So he's all merciful.
Who's he going to show mercy to?
You tell me.
No, I'm going to ask you.
You tell me.
Who do you believe he's going to show mercy to?
God.
Who do you think the mercy applies to?
I don't believe he exists, but anyways.
You don't believe who exists? God.
The God of the Quran. But besides the point, anyway.
What?
The God of the Quran, I don't believe.
Why do you believe exists?
Because I just don't. But anyways, that's a different debate. That's a different debate.
Oh, we'll have that debate in a minute then.
If you want, no problem.
Okay. Right, I'm going to say it one more time. Okay. Why do you believe that Allah needs to be merciful to be self-sufficient? Why does he need to be merciful before creation exists?
You're missing the point. I don't believe he needs to be merciful to be self-sufficient.
You're claiming he does.
No, I'm not.
You're claiming he needs to be merciful to be self-sufficient.
No.
You're claiming he can't be self-sufficient unless someone calls him merciful.
What I'm saying is, for the name All Merciful to make any sense, he needs to be merciful to somebody, yeah?
Right.
So either All Merciful doesn't make no sense, because...
He is all merciful.
Right. He's all merciful.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, forget the word all. Most. Yes.
So that doesn't mean all merciful.
No, most merciful.
The most merciful is most merciful. He needs to be merciful to somebody, yeah?
Most merciful. More merciful than anything. Yes.
Right. So he needs his creation to be merciful to. He's relying upon his creation for all merciful to make sense.
No.
No. Who was he merciful?
Oh my.
Okay, answer this question. Listen,
no, I'm not going to.
Answer this question.
I'm not going to.
Who was he merciful to before his creation?
Look, I'll say it to you again. Why does he need to be merciful before creation?
That's your question. That's your God you're speaking about.
Well, you're claiming. No, your claim is that he has to be merciful before creation. I don't believe he does.
I'm claiming that this whole scenario makes no sense.
I agree.
All merciful and self-sufficient can't go together if he's relying upon his creation, because then he's not self-sufficient.
No, but then you're
That's the point.
But here's the problem. No, but here's the problem.
You're on my team.
No, David.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, I'm not.
Carry on, Darren.
See, you're claiming he relies to be self-sufficient. He needs to be called the merciful. I don't know where you're getting that from.
No, what I'm saying is, for him to be merciful, he needs his creation to be merciful.
Right.
Yeah. So he's not self-sufficient because he's relying on his creation
What do you
to
think
be merciful to them. Because if not, he can't be merciful to anybody.
He doesn't need to be merciful to anybody.
He doesn't need to be. So why is it written in the Quran then that he was all
Pre-existent. He doesn't need to be merciful. There's no one to be merciful to.
Exactly. This is where the problem is.
That's not a problem.
Why not? Explain why.
I'll just give you the example of me having a child.
That also made no sense. Sorry? What does that mean? Sorry?
He knows who he's going to create and what he's going to do.
Right? Yeah? Why are you leaving that out? I'm missing the point.
You've missed many points. David. The problem is, you've been Googling a little bit too much, you've come up with this conundrum, and it doesn't fit. It don't fit.
Listen,
it don't make no sense.
Before I started this review, did I say you could possibly learn me something?
No, you said to me, you said to me, I got a question about the Quran, you said. And this, and what you're saying to me, right, and I'm going to repeat it to you.
A reasonable answer for
right.
One that makes sense.
But that's subjective. It just doesn't make no sense to you. That's just your opinion.
It doesn't make no sense to anybody.
Does it make sense to you? It makes sense to me. So it's subjective.
I never read it, but I can guarantee it don't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. So it's subjective, mate. It's just your feelings. It's your own worldview. It's your own prejudice that won't allow it.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do then. Just to close up, what you're saying is he was self-sufficient, he was all-merciful without his creation.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I said to you is this.
Yes or no?
Listen to me.
Yes,
what did I say to you?
Yes or no?
All right. Okay.
Was he self-sufficient and all-merciful?
Okay.
Yes or
Shall
no?
I repeat my answer from the beginning?
If you would, please.
Alhamdulillah. As a Muslim, I did not disclose anything about Allah.
So you won't talk about it?
I can't talk about it because I don't know.
Could you answer that question then?
I can't talk about it because I don't know. Just explain that from the very beginning.
Well, I do feel like we're going round in circles again now. It's absolutely pointless. You won't answer my question. What
did I say to you again? I cannot tell you
so you
about.
Have no answer for me?
Well, no.
God bless you. Have a very good day. Jesus loves you very, very much. He died for you upon a cross.
All right, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
No, listen. God bless you.
No, let's talk about that.
God bless you.
Let's talk about this. So, why are you afraid to talk about this?
No, I'm not afraid.
You are. You
are.
are.
My question.
All right. Now it's my question.
Can I give you an answer?
All right. I couldn't answer your question.
Thank you very much.
Now, David, you answer mine.
I've got a lot of friends here waiting for me to go.
You answer mine. I know you're going to run now because I'm going to talk about the Bible.
No, listen.
I know you're going to run now, David.
I've come across yet again another Muslim that cannot answer this question.
You're asking a question that can't be answered. That's the problem.
Exactly.
All right. So stop asking Muslims a question.
Very silly question. Very silly.
Stop asking Muslims questions that can't be answered.
Why?
They can't be answered.
So you've got a problem then, haven't you?
How is it a problem?
If you can't answer it, you've got a problem.
How can I have a problem? Why do I have a problem?
No sense. You've got a fault here, haven't you? You've got a flaw.
No, it's not a flaw. It's only you who thinks it's a flaw.
I'm sure everybody who's watching this video, what channel is this going to be on?
This is going to be EF Dawah.
EF Dawah.
Yeah.
I'll give you my details if you could send me a link to something like that.
EF Dawah.
YouTube channel, yeah?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Send me across on that.
Right.
Send it all out to my friends as well.
Anyway, before you run away,
listen,
let's see if what you believe makes sense. Let's see if you're consistent.
No, listen.
Let's see if you're consistent. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Sorry?
You asked me what I was said, sola scripture.
Sola scripture, okay. James White, yeah? All right.
No, not James White. James White's Calvinist.
He's sola scripture, isn't he?
Just Jesus Christ, that's all.
Yeah?
I'm just Jesus Christ. James White's a man and creation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's talk about what you believe and let's see if you're consistent.
Listen, I've had a good go.
Let's see if you're consistent.
I've got to go.
Right, let's see if you're consistent. Let's talk about what you believe.
Yeah, he's tried to ring me a few times. You've seen the phone call, haven't you?
No, I've seen no phone calls, mate.
You see me silence one while I was on the camera and you started
Don't
laughing. You started laughing, didn't you?
What's that?
With your camera. Because I'm over the fire if not.
That's fine.
I'm over the fire. Because I don't want my face on your camera.
Say that. Don't touch my camera.
Missed call. See it? Really
Okay, relax.
Why? We're not Muslim. This is why.
Well, this is why I'm not Christian.
Why we're not Muslim.
Because you're trying to manhandle his camera.
Never. I said, can you
You did. Be fair. I'm telling him as well. You did.
Camera at me face.
We show mutual respect.
No, I said,
God
no
bless you.
camera at me face.
David. Let's talk about the Bible, mate. Let's talk about the Bible, mate.
Tell you what you
Let's
do.
see how consistent you are.
What do you want to talk about the Bible? Give me 15 minutes and I'll come straight back to you.
Yeah?
I've got to go meet some friends. Give me
Done.
20
Done.
minutes.
I'm here for you.
What
What's
do you
the
want to
time?
talk about in the Bible?
3:05.
Say 4 o'clock latest, yeah? Then just give me
Done.
plenty of time, yeah?
All right, then.
What do you want to talk about in the Bible?
We'll see.
Give me an idea, just so I can have a think about it. What do you want to talk about in the
Why you
Bible?
believe it's a reliable source of information?
Good point, yeah? Why it's reliable source of century. Give me 4 o'clock, yeah?
Yeah.
See you then, mate.
Brother David here came. He's a Christian. He's clearly been Googling. He's come up with some kind of conundrum, like, for example, the atheists come up with them all the time. Oh, is Allah all powerful? Then can he make a brick so heavy that he can't lift it? And then if he can't lift it, he's not all powerful. It's nonsense. Yeah. I'll come to that. So we know these conundrum questions. They have no answers. And then this is a classic case. If anyone wants to know what pigeon chess is, this was pigeon chess. Now, pigeon chess is when you play chess with a pigeon and he knocks all the pieces over, he craps all over the board, and then struts around like he won. Yeah, that's pigeon chess. That was classic pigeon chess, right? Because he's asking a question that can't be answered because he's asking about the ghaib, the unseen. Now, from the very beginning of this talk, I told him simply, I do not speak about Allah, anything that he's not disclosed about himself. So he's asking me about attributes, merciful, this and that. I don't know what the attributes of Allah pre-existence, I don't know. What I will do, like I said to him, I never lose in the park, I win or I learn. So inshallah, I will reflect upon that and I will see what we say with regards to this matter. Because this is what we do. When we don't know the answer, we see if there is an answer. If there is no answer, there is no answer. But what's the big deal? He thinks it's a conundrum. He thinks oh, that's it, you're trapped. Why? Why, if Allah is all sufficient, why does he require He doesn't need to be merciful. That's what grace is. He doesn't need to show us mercy. He chooses to show us mercy. And what he couldn't fathom out is, for example, I use the example of me. Before I had children, I had the ability to be merciful to my children before my children existed. Once my children existed, I exacted that mercy. Alhamdulillah. Same with Allah. He has the capacity to show mercy. When the creation is there, then mashallah, he exacts that mercy. Alhamdulillah. Now we're going to see what David says when he returns. This is part 1, yeah? Let's see how consistent